Welcome all. Welcome to another section of Engineering Graphics. Subject called EST 110, Semester 2. My name is Rahul Anna, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Srinarayana Institute of Technology, Adu. Today we are going to discuss certain important topics from projection of lines. Let's start the video.
Hi all. Now we are going to discuss about the projections of straight lines. So projections of straight lines means we have to draw the orthographic views for the straight lines which are positioned in any one of the quadrants. But now we are going to discuss when the straight line is placed in a first quadrant, then how it will be the front view and top view for a given straight line. And here there are various positions are there for the straight lines which are placed in the first quadrant. So there are different cases for the positioning of straight lines as mentioned below. So there are different cases, like first one is a line perpendicular to the horizontal plane and vertical plane. That means here the position of the line with respect to the horizontal plane and vertical plane. So in this case the line is perpendicular to the horizontal plane and parallel to the vertical plane. So this is one of the cases. And second one is a line parallel to the both planes, horizontal plane and vertical plane. So in this condition how it will be the front view and top view. Okay. And next one is a line inclined to horizontal plane and parallel to the vertical plane. In this condition also we have to draw the orthographic views for the straight line. And next case is a line inclined to vertical plane and parallel to the horizontal plane. And the next is a line inclined to both the planes, horizontal plane and vertical plane. So in this condition also how it will be the front view and top view. So we are going to discuss in further classes. So first, now let us discuss the first case. What is the first case here? A line perpendicular to the horizontal plane and parallel to vertical plane. So let us discuss. Okay. Hello everyone. Now we are going to discuss again about the projections of straight line when it is inclined to both planes. So here it is the example problem. So here we need to draw the projections for a straight line of length 75 mm when it is inclined to 30 degrees to the horizontal plane and 40 degrees inclined to vertical plane. And again here I am giving a condition for endpoint A, that is 20 mm above the horizontal plane and 30 mm in front of the vertical plane. So in this condition we need to draw the front view, top view for a given straight line when it is inclined to both horizontal plane and vertical plane. So now we go further. So here we need to consider again two cases. So first case is about a line when the straight line is inclined to horizontal plane and parallel to vertical plane. So the inclination is as per given condition 30 degrees inclined to the horizontal plane. So in this condition, inclined to horizontal plane and parallel to vertical plane, we need to draw the projections for a given straight line. That is the first case. Okay. So assume this is a drawing sheet and I have drawn a XY reference line. Okay. So now I am taking a reference vertical line for representing the end point A as per the given condition. So that A is 20 mm above the horizontal plane and 30 mm in front of the vertical plane. So above means above XY reference line we get the end point A. So now represent the end point A, that is front view of the A, that is 20 mm above the reference line, that is 20 mm above the horizontal plane. So in top view we can see the distance of that point from the vertical plane. So that is 30 mm in front of the vertical plane we can see in top view. So in top view means we get the top view below the XY reference line with a distance of 30 mm. So that is endpoint A with a distance of 30 mm. Okay. So now I am taking the reference horizontal line, okay, for representing the inclination, that is 30 degrees inclined to the horizontal plane. So inclined to the horizontal plane means automatically it is inclined to the XY reference line. If you are taking the horizontal line, why you are taking here horizontal line means the end point is at a distance of 30 mm. If the end point A is on the XY reference line or on the horizontal plane means here we need to start the inclination from the XY reference line. But here the distance is given to the end point A, that is 30 mm above the horizontal plane. So from this point we need to take a horizontal reference line, then we need to look at the inclination. So then Now use the protractor and look at the angle, that is 30 degrees inclination, okay, with respect to the A dash point. Okay, so represent the angle, that is theta. So next draw the line with its true length, because in front view you can see the true length in first case, that is with an inclination. So draw a line with true length, that is 75 mm long, and give the end point name as B1 dash. Why you are taking B1 dash means it is not final front view, so for that we are taking the suffix 1. So when we get the final front view, we make it as B dash only. Okay, so here we got the front view for the first case, okay, with the true length. So now we have to draw the top view. In this case, how will you get the top view means from B1 dash we need to draw a vertical line, that is a projection line. Then we have to join the A point to this projection line, then we get the top view in first case. So we got the top view. I am representing the end point as B1. Okay, so in first case we have completed front view and top view, and the next case is the line inclined to the vertical plane and parallel to the horizontal plane, that is opposite case. So here we need to inclination with vertical plane, that is 40 degrees inclined and parallel to the horizontal plane. So in this condition, in top view we can see the true length with an inclination 40 degrees. In front view we can see the horizontal line with a reduced length as per the inclination. Okay, so now for that again we have to take this reference line, this horizontal line, that means this is horizontal line obtained by the top view and first case. So take this reference line as a reference, sorry, horizontal line as a reference, and look at the angle, that is 40 degrees angle. Okay, pi is equal to 40 degrees. Then draw the line from A point with true length. So because in top view only we can see the true length with an inclination 40 degrees, so draw the true length after locating the angle by using a protractor with respect to A point. Then draw the front view. So in this case this is the top view with true length, and next we need to draw the front view. So how will you get the front view means from this end point, that is B2, we need to draw a construction line, then we get the front view here for the second case. So draw the projection line. So here we got the front view with an intersecting point here, so I am giving the name as B2 dash. So we got the front view top view in both the cases, that is case 1 and case 2. Okay, so these are the front view top views for the two cases. From these two cases we need to draw the final front view and final top view when the line is inclined to both the planes. So for that, next we have to locate the locus line here. So here I have drawn a locus line for drawing the final front view. Okay, so the locus line means while giving inclination to the vertical plane, here we have given the inclination to horizontal plane. For getting the final front view we need to give the inclination to the vertical plane also. So while giving the inclination to the vertical plane, this point will try to move on this locus line. So for that purpose we have drawn the locus line. So how will you get the end point B dash means we need to take the front view of the second case as reference. Okay, front view means here A dash B2 dash is the front view for the second case. So take the A dash to B2 dash as radius, then draw a curve, so like this. So you will get an intersecting point here on a locus line. So this point will be the B dash, that is the final front view end point B dash. So by joining these 2 points we get the desired final front view. So that means after giving the inclination for both the planes we get the final front view like this, that is A dash and B dash. Okay, so this is final front view. So the angle made by the final front view is called as apparent angle, that is alpha. Alpha is an apparent angle which is made by the final front view with a horizontal line or with a XY reference line. Okay, remember that. Next we need to draw the final top view for a given straight line when it is inclined to the both planes. So here also for drawing the final top view we need to make use of the top view which is obtained in first case. So in first case what is the top view we have obtained means A to B1. So distance A to B1 we need to take as a reference for getting the final top view. Otherwise we can directly locate the end point B by drawing a vertical line from B dash. Why means when it is inclined to both planes, after drawing the projections or after rotating the horizontal plane, this B dash and B point, that is the final top view point, will lie on the same straight line. So like that also we can draw. So we see that how we draw, we see that we now we see that. So first we need to draw a locus line from B2 dash for locating the final top view point, that is B2. So here what I said, we can make use of a B1 distance for drawing a curve, otherwise we can draw directly a vertical line from B dash. So here I am drawing a vertical line B dash. So here we got an intersecting point here. Okay, so this intersecting point will be the final top view point, that is B. We can join A to B for getting the final top view. Otherwise we can draw a curve from B1 with A as center. So again we are making use of uh, top view of the first case for getting the final top view. So that is A2, B1 as radius, A as center, draw a curve, we get the same intersecting point. Okay, here observe, you, by drawing the vertical line, construction line from B dash, by drawing a curve we are getting the same intersecting point. So this is the point which is required for drawing the final top view. So now join the 2 points A to B, we get the final front view, sorry, final top view. So this is the final top view for a given straight line when it is inclined to both planes. So like this, by considering the two cases, we have to draw the final front view, final top view for a given straight line. Directly we cannot draw the final front view, final top view for a given straight line. So, and here I wanna represent one more element, that is okay, here we forgot to represent the apparent angle. So beta is the apparent angle which is made by the final top view with a reference line, that is xy. Okay, remember that beta is, again remember, beta is a apparent angle which is made by the final top view with respect to the reference xy line or reference line, that is the horizontal line. Okay, so now I am representing a distance between the end projections. Distance between end projections means from initial point to the final point, that is in between this distance we are getting the final front view and final top view, that is the distance between end projections. Okay, so I hope you understand my explanation. If you are having any doubts, please give a comment for my video so that I can improve my explanation, and I'll try to give more brief description about how to draw the projections for straight lines. Okay, so thank you all, thank you so much.
Hello everyone. Now we are going to discuss about the traces of straight lines. So here we are going to construct the horizontal trace, after that the vertical trace. So first, what do you mean by trace means? So after locating a straight line in a particular quadrant, so after giving certain position to the straight line, when we extend this straight line, so after extending, when this straight line is intersecting with any one of these two principal plane, that intersecting point is called as trace. So here, when the intersecting points gets in between the extended straight line and the horizontal plane, we call the point as horizontal trace. So when you extend the straight line, if the intersection is taking place between the vertical plane and the extended straight line, so that point is called as vertical trace. So here I am giving first example for horizontal trace. So here I have taken the example for a straight line. It is inclined to the horizontal plane and parallel to the vertical plane. So in this condition we get only horizontal trace. So here how we construct the horizontal trace means, after drawing these projections we need to extend this straight line. So when you extend this straight line will intersect at any point on horizontal plane. So that point is called as horizontal trace. So how can we get means, so extend the straight line. So here we got certain point on the horizontal plane, so we need to locate this point. So that point will be automatically horizontal trace. So here I am locating horizontal trace point. So for understanding purpose, I'm drawing the constructional lines from this vertical plane, from this from this front view and from this top view. So here I am drawing the constructional lines like this. Okay, here I have drawn. This is for our understand purpose. So when you rotate this horizontal plane exactly straight to the vertical plane, automatically we get the projections of the straight line, and as well as we get the horizontal trace also. So here I am giving the name as horizontal trace. So after rotating, we get directly the horizontal trace like this on the horizontal plane. So that means below the xy reference line we get the horizontal trace in this case. So here how we'll be getting means, after drawing these projections we need to extend this straight line. So this straight line will be intersecting at certain x reference. Okay, so here also when you extend this straight line, so here also it will be appearing like the front view also extending. So this front view is intersecting on xy line, that is the intersecting line in between the horizontal and vertical plane. So here that's why it is intersecting at xy line. So after that we have drawn a constructional line that is on horizontal plane. So that means when you rotate it will become below the xy reference line. So similarly draw a vertical line below the xy reference line. Then here also we have extended the top view until it intersect the common intersecting point, that is horizontal trace. So here you understand these constructional lines. By using these constructional lines we will be representing the horizontal trace on a drawing sheet. So here, so when you extend this top view, the top view and this vertical line intersect at a common point, so that common point is the required horizontal trace. So remember again, after drawing the projections we need to extend the front view. Okay, so when we extend this front view line it will intersect on xy reference line. So from this we need to draw a vertical line. Okay, after drawing the vertical line we need to extend the top view of the line. So these two lines intersect at a common point, that point is called as horizontal trace. Okay, so next we discuss about vertical trace. So vertical trace means, in this case we get the vertical trace. So how the line is means, here the line is inclined to vertical plane and parallel to horizontal plane. So in this condition when we extend this line, automatically this line will be intersecting on vertical plane. So if the line is intersecting on vertical plane means that point is called as vertical trace. So here I am extending the straight line AB. So here it is intersected on vertical plane at certain point. So that point is called as vertical trace. So for drawing purpose, representing the constructional lines. Okay. So these are all construction lines. By using these construction lines only, we can construct the vertical trace on drawing sheet. So here when we rotate the horizontal plane exactly straight to the vertical plane, we get the projections for a given straight line including vertical trace also. So in this case also same, we need to extend this straight line until it intersect the xy reference line. From this xy reference line we need to draw a vertical line, and after that we need to extend the straight line, that is the top view of the straight line, until it intersect at a common point with the vertical line we have drawn from the xy reference line. So this common point is called as vertical trace. Okay, so here these are the two traces, horizontal and vertical traces. So again listen, trace means it is a point which is obtained by extending the straight line which intersects with any one of the two principal planes. So when the extended line intersects with a horizontal plane, that point is called as horizontal trace. So when the extended straight line intersects with vertical plane, so that point is called as vertical trace. Okay, so this is the way, these are the two simple examples for understanding what do you mean by horizontal trace and what do you mean by vertical trace. So later classes we discuss with real-time problems, like when the straight line is inclined to both planes. In that cases I give the explanation how to represent the horizontal trace and vertical trace. Without giving this orthographic view directly, I'll explain how to locate horizontal trace and vertical trace. So here in this case the horizontal trace is not possible, And in previous example also, that is in horizontal trace, I am explaining. uh, in first case I have explained the horizontal trace, how to look at the horizontal trace. In that case the vertical trace is not possible, and in this case the horizontal trace is not possible because the inclination given only with one particular principal plane. So when the inclination is given to both the principal planes, that means horizontal plane and vertical plane, so in that cases we get the two traces, horizontal trace and as well as vertical trace. Okay, again remember, when the straight line is inclined to both principal planes, horizontal plane and vertical plane, in that case we get two traces, horizontal as well as vertical traces. Remember that in these two examples we won't get the two traces. In first case we got only uh, horizontal trace, in second case we get only vertical trace. Okay, I hope you understand what I mean by trace. So how we get the horizontal trace and vertical trace. Okay, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and please share my videos to your friends. Okay, and still if you are having any doubts, please give the comment so that I will try to clarify your doubts. And once again, thanks for watching my video, and thank you all.